I want to welcome you. This is the course for getting private lenders for deals. A lot of people don't know how to get private lender money. And I used to be a financial planner and estate planner, so I know a lot about IRAs and retirement planning and estate planning. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some terms here. One is, what is a self-directed IRA? What is a custodian? And how do we market for private lenders? And what kind of paperwork do we need? Well, self-directed IRAs are IRAs that are self-directed by people that have an IRA. Now, you can have a self-directed IRA with Merrill Lynch or with Charles Schwab or Fidelity. And you basically means that you make the decisions on what goes in. It's not a mutual fund. You choose which ones you want. Well, you can also have a self-directed IRA for private lending. Private lending. And that means where you actually create a note and lend money. And it can have real estate security. But you can't do that unless you go through a special custodian. And we teach you all about custodians and the paperwork and so forth. I'll just give you an example. Here's a story about Joe. Joe had like $500,000 in his IRA, and he was getting some losses. And Joe wanted to invest in real estate, so he wanted to take 1/5 or $100,000 in his mutual funds and stocks and sell some and cash out to $100,000, but not spend it. He moved that money to a custodian, and the custodian created a loan agreement for a real estate investor. And the real estate investor needed $100,000, and he paid him 7% on his money. And he basically got a mortgage and a note. Using a mortgage statement. It was a deed of trust to be a deed of trust and a note. And basically, the interest and payment, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment is going to be paid directly, the PI part is going to be paid directly to the IRA's custodian. And they're going to take that money every month, or every quarter, or every half year, or every year. It doesn't have to be every month. So that's great for the real estate investor because he gets a $100,000 loan and he pays some interest and he pays to the custodian. Now there's prohibited transactions and disinterested persons and a few other things, but at the end of the day, it's not that hard to put together a self-directed IRA private mortgage. Now once we understand that theory and how it works, then we got to learn how to market for private lenders and present a solution to the private lender. And then once the private lender says, yes, how do I do that? Then you got to get the paperwork done for the private lender. So think about it. If you had 5 private lenders and they all gave you $100,000, or maybe even 5 private lenders and you're in an inexpensive market like Memphis or Columbus or Cincinnati or Indianapolis, and you had 5 private lenders that would give you $30,000 each, what could you do in real estate investing? So that's getting private lenders for deals. If you want more information, I need you to just pick up the phone and call me at 818-570-0840. That's 818-570-0840. Thanks a lot for listening to this course on how to get private lenders for deals.